Hey, what's up, my lovely queridas and monchers? I'm back with another Batman-themed makeup tutorial, and this time it's going to be Catwoman, an awesome villain from Doi. Before we get into the tutorial, hey, check it out, we're in a new place, in a new surroundings, I guess. That's because I finally discovered a awesome way that I can record in my bathroom, which is great because in my bathroom I have my nice big old mirror to use instead of having to use like the little handheld thing that I've been using in the past. That's really annoying to try and use during a makeup tutorial. During makeup tutorials, it's really important to have a big mirror so you can actually see what you're doing. And now I finally have a way of recording in here, which is fantastic. Other info. This is totally and completely off topic, but look how, like, soft and bouncy my hair is today. It's just, whew. I feel like doing a CoverGirl commercial. I mean, it's just so, like, fluffy. I don't know, so there's something different about my hair today. I like it. It's nice. I want it to be like this forever. Can we just never stop being like this? I like this. Oh, soft. And it's getting so long. Have you guys noticed that my hair is growing? Which is awesome because I've been wanting to grow out my hair for a while now. And now it's finally getting longer. It's growing. Huzzah! That was totally and completely off topic, so sorry about that slight distraction. Back to the makeup tutorial. So this will be your finished product when you're all done. So you have your mask and some whiskers and it's all cute and adorable. After this tutorial, I will have either one or two more Batman tutorials to do, and then that will be the end of the Batman series. The very next character that I'm planning on doing is going to be Harley Quinn, one of my all-time favorite female characters. So, I'm looking forward to that. But until then, let's go ahead and get started on this Catwoman makeup tutorial so we can get it out of the way. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so as always, first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, wash your face and put your hair back, which I've already done. And now we're going to start the whole, like, foundation routine. So to begin, I'm going to take my stick concealer and just conceal any dark circles or blemish marks, just anywhere where I might need a little bit more coverage, like around the side of my nose where it gets red. Once that is applied, you're going to pick up your foundation brush and your personal favorite liquid foundation. I'm using the same as I always do, nothing's changed, same CoverGirl, Oil Control, Classic Ivory number 510, nothing's different there. But I'm starting to run out of it, so I need some new foundation soon. My foundation brush broke, you guys. I was not prepared for that. It broke. How to know when you need a new foundation brush? When the handle breaks off. Oh, wow. I'll get a new one eventually. Alright, so this is when new stuff starts to come in. I got a bunch of new like little makeup samples and things for Christmas. And one of the things that I got for Christmas is this Wet n Wild Silk Finish Translucent Powder. And it looks like, I don't know. I mean, here's the price tag right there. It's $1 from the dollar store or something, I bet. But, I don't know, it just looks, I've never tried it before. This will be my first time using it. Because I haven't really gone anywhere since Christmas, so I don't do my makeup. If I can get my brush out of the cup. I'm just going to use this big fluffy full face brush from e.l.f. that I use all the time. It came with like this little powder puff thing, but look how thin it is. It's so weird. Oh, there's a little mirror in it. I didn't even know that. Well, anyway, I'm going to take this full face brush and this translucent face powder and just set my foundation. It smells funny. It smells like my grandma's house. Or, well, my great-grandma. I live with my grandmother, at my great-grandmother's house. That's what it smells like. If that makes any sense. It does. It smells like an old lady's perfume. No, not an old lady's perfume. It smells like an old lady's bathroom. Totally smells like an old lady's bathroom. And now that my foundation is set, I am going to move on to highlighting and contouring, as I usually do after setting my foundation. And for that, I'm just going to be using this angled bronzer brush from e.l.f. A lot of my brushes are from e.l.f. They're cheap and good quality. And picking up my e.l.f. eyeshadow palette of rainbowness. I'm going to pop it open without dropping anything, hopefully. And I'm going to pick up this brown that I oftentimes use for contouring. And I'm just going to do my usual contouring routine. Nothing special, like in the Batman one or anything. Just my usual routine. Now picking up this little angled eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. I'm going to pick up the same color that I've been using and just contour the sides of my nose. There. Now that my contouring routine is done, we can get in to more of the fun stuff. And to begin the fun stuff, I'm going to show you some other new things that I got. This is called the Wet n Wild Ink Stain for lips and cheeks. And it says it's supposed to like taint your cheeks or your lips in like a rose red or something. Forgot what the name of the color is. Pink rose. And so I guess it's like a substitution for lipstick or blush. And it like, this will be the first time I'm using this too, so let's give it a try. I'm not really sure, it doesn't really say how to apply it, it just says smooth over lips and cheeks. And then it gives me the ingredients and that's it. So I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to like, see the little applicator thing? I guess I'm supposed to dab it on my finger and then rub it in. That's what I'm guessing. So I'm going to try it on my cheeks as a blush and see what happens. Okay, so it did add quite a bit of color. I'm not sure if you can see the color with this bad lighting, but it did make my cheeks look fairly pinkish rose colored, and so it worked. The only complaint that I really have with it is that it's not a very even coverage, but I think I can easily fix that by picking up my big fluffy brush and a Wet n Wild bronzer and just very lightly dusting this bronzer over the pink, and hopefully it'll make it kind of even out a little bit better. That did help. It is a lot more even now. The color isn't quite as intense now that I've covered it with a bronzer, but it's still there, it's still noticeable, and it looks great. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a thumbs up because it's a really pretty color and I like it. I'm not sure if I want to put it on my lips though. That just doesn't, it says you can, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, now that my contouring and blush and everything is done, we can get into the really fun stuff, like making the mask and everything of that sort. So why don't we go ahead and get started with that. So to begin, just gonna go straight in with eyeshadow, mainly because I don't feel like fiddling around with that pencil. So instead what I'm gonna do is just take a dark brown color and this itty bitty teeny tiny bristled brush right here and use it to outline instead. I'm going to kind of create a curved line around the bottom of my eyes and point it up and around, and just kind of create the basic mask outline first before adding any of the fun details. But next, I'm going to start outlining the ears. That's going to go on the sides of the mask, kind of where real cat ears would go if I had them, except on my face instead of on my head, if that makes any sense. Now that the outline of the kitty ears is done, I'm going to do some quick whiskers. And for that, I'm going to mix the dark brown eyeshadow that I've been using to outline with just a little bit of black eyeshadow, and together it's going to make the right shade for cat whiskers. And I'm just going to sweep this color about 3 times across my cheeks to mimic the shape of whiskers. And now that the whiskers are outlined and done, I can go back in with a slightly larger flat eyeshadow brush like this one and just the black eyeshadow so that I can start re-outlining the actual mask part, kind of making the lines just a bit more prominent, etc., etc. Now that the outline of the mask is darkened and completed, we can start filling in the mask. Now my Catwoman mask is going to be a little bit different from my Batman one or my Robin one, and in the fact that I'm not going to have like eye holes in it, where, you know, I outline it and then don't put any eyeshadow on the inside of the eye hole, so that way you can see that it's like a mask sitting on my face. My Catwoman mask is going to be a little bit different than that. I'm not going to have eye holes, and I'm just going to be using eyeshadow all over my eye and completely all over the mask, but it's going to be a bit different. We're actually going to do like an actual like eyeshadow look. And then the eyeshadow is going to kind of like fade into the mask and make it look like one big thing. So to begin that process, I'm going to start with just the eyeshadow look. And I'm going to be using colors like dark purple and dark red and a lot of like kind of, the only word that I can think of to describe these colors right now is sensual. Does that make any sense? Sensual colors? I don't know. But anyway, that's the color palette we're going to be using. So to begin, I'm going to take this dark, shimmery, pearly blood red, and I'm going to put that all over my lid with the eyeshadow brush I used to darken the outline of the mask. Alright, don't freak out if yours looks a little sloppy like mine. We're going to be blending this out into some different colors, so it's going to look better when it's all put together. So don't freak out if it's a bit sloppy. The next color I'm going to be using is this dark purple in that same kind of pearly form. And I'm going to use that as kind of like a smoky eye effect and kind of blend it into the red and just sort of make the colors bleed together. Now once the purple is applied, you're going to look kind of like a raccoon. But as I said before, we're going to be applying some black eyeshadow to fill in the mask, so it will all come together in the end. So I'm going to dust off my brush. And then picking up this shimmery, I almost said silver, this shimmery black color over here, I'm going to start filling in the mask. And now that the mask is filled in, I'm going to pick up this tiny bristled brush once again that I used for the first outline. And now that the mask is darker, the whiskers need a little bit more oomph to keep up with the mask, I guess. And so I'm just going to take the same color I used to fill in the mask and the tiny bristle brush and just ever so slightly go over the whiskers that I've already created. Now that the whiskers have their little extra oomph that they need to be a bit more prominent in the look, we can move on. And the final thing to do is, of course, the lips. And the lip look that I'm going to try out for this look is a very rich, purpley red color. It was one of the little, like, miniature sample thingies that I got for Christmas right here. It's tiny, so I don't know how well you can see it, but it is from Sally Girl, and it is a lip color in... Does this color have a name? I don't think it has a name, but it has a number. It's 388361, I believe, is the number of this color. But it doesn't have a name yet, but it's a really pretty color. I like it a lot. Check it out. It's like a kind of maroon, and you guys know that maroon is like my favorite color, so I love it. I think it's really pretty. So we're going to try it out, see how it looks. It's really soft, like it's a soft, like the texture of it is soft. It definitely doesn't apply as pretty as I thought it would. I was kind of picturing something a bit more, I don't know, intense. Like if you look at it up close, it's kind of like, how do I describe it? it's very thin. It's like a thin sheen of a really pretty color. I think if it was more opaque, I would like it a lot more. But I don't know, that's just me. Personally, I really like dark, outrageous lip colors. But for somebody who's not really into dark, outrageous lip colors, this might be a really good choice for you because you get the fun color, but it glides on really thin, so it's not quite as intense as the color would suggest. So I don't know. I mean, I like it, it's pretty, but it just seems to go on really thin and not very opaque. So that's kind of disappointing for me. If I were to wear this around, I would probably apply several coats of it, and that's not healthy for your lips. It dries them out and it's bad. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial now that it's all finally said and done, and you have your finished product in front of you. I hope you liked this, and I hope you've been liking the Batman series so far. As I mentioned before, I am also planning on doing Harley Quinn, who is one of my favorite Batman characters besides I almost said Miranda, I meant Marcia, Queen of Diamonds. Harley Quinn is my second favorite female Batman character, I should say female. When it comes to male characters, it's definitely Batman #1, Doy, and then the Joker, and then probably Robin. The Joker's awesome. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Getting way off topic. I hope this makeup tutorial was informative or helpful for you, or if you're not really watching it for it to be informative or helpful, you're just watching it to have fun. I hope you had fun watching me become Catwoman. And I will see you guys in my next video. Look forward to my Harley Quinn Batman-themed makeup tutorial soon. After Harley Quinn, I am going to try to do Two-Face. But I don't really have any special effects makeup, so Two-Face is one of those characters that's going to be really difficult to do without special effects makeup. But I'm going to try and do Two-Face. And if I'm able to do Two-Face, then I will. But if not, then Harley Quinn will be the last character that I do in this Batman makeup tutorial series, so she will be the end, unless I figure out how to do Two-Face, in which case he will be the last character I do. So, I will see you guys in my next video. Wait, I already said that. I tend to repeat myself in these outros. Have you noticed that? It's kind of annoying. I should stop. I'm sorry. Catch you guys later. Peace!